when I'm with you. Nobody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I know I'm trying to talk a little low, honey, because the baby sleep. And the last thing I need is for her to get up. Because when she wake up, honey, she going to be up all night long. Okay? And ain't going to be no sleeping in her. And little baby can hang. She can hang with the best of them. She can out hang me. Okay? She can be up to 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't hang like that, honey. Auntie have to go to bed. I'm gonna just wait for you all to come in here so we can catch up and I can see what y'all been up to, what y'all been doing, what everybody been up to, how your week been. I can lose when I'm with you. Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? How y'all week been? Come on now, y'all come on in here so we can catch up. Child, what been going on? What been going zone around here. Hey Dwayne, how you doing? How your week been? What's been going on with y'all? I hope y'all been having an amazing week thus far. I done had a crazy weekend. Now the weekend was cool. Today was like one of those days. Yeah. Woo, woo. When I just wanted to, you know, go back, resort to my old ways. That's good to hear, Dwayne. That's good to hear. These YouTube streets have been crazy, baby. Everything going on around here, but it's just all sad. It's just so much going on in the world, period. Like it's just so much stuff going on. And that, it's just sad that people are not taking the time to just see what is going on around you and understanding that now more than any time is the time to, just do your best to be the best you that you can be. Do your best to plant good seeds, to reap good harvest. Just know we are in the season of accountability. We are in the season of revelation. Sometimes the people we love the most are being exiled out of our lives. They're doing stuff that, before we couldn't see, but it's now being revealed to us clearly. And so, unfortunately, it's a lot going on around. A lot of people, like I told y'all, a lot of people that you're going to lose in this season. It's going to hurt real bad, but people are going to show themselves for exactly who they are because, in this season, it's just mask off season. You're not going to be able to be, like to walk around being deceitful or walk around with your mask on and acting like you this person, but you're really this person. Like you're going to be revealed. So it's just best to be exactly who you are. Or whoever going to accept you for who you are the ones that's meant to be in your space. And whoever don't accept you for your genuine, authentic self is just not meant to be in your space. Learn to be okay with that. Learn to understand that you're not for everybody. Learn to understand everybody's company is not the company that you want to keep. Be okay with that. Like, I don't understand why everybody feel like you have to fit in somewhere in this world. What happens? What happened to conforming the room to fit to you? Like, you don't have to conform to fit anywhere. We're all different for a reason. Some of us are leaders and some of us need to be led. That's just how it is. It is what it is. Take your stand in whatever you are, whichever position you feel comfortable in. Be okay in that position. Don't make nobody try to, force you to be what they think that you should be. It ain't their choice. What you eat don't make them go to the bathroom. Y'all know how that go. Like, stop trying to conform yourself to make other people happy. Stop doing stuff that you know that you're not okay with, that just to appease a crowd. Like, stop feeling like you gotta fit in. Because a lot of places we try to fit in, we don't even supposed to be there. That's why you gotta do so many adjustments to fit. Because it's not for you. Like, stop. Yes, it starts with loving yourself. That works for me. Amen. Hey, Wanda Clayton. Hey, Miss Wanda Clayton. You got to love yourself. No matter how imperfect you are, love yourself how you are. If there's some things that you want to improve about yourself, improve them about yourself because you want to improve them about yourself. Not because the next person told you that you should improve it about yourself. Because you should want to be the best you that you can be in any situation. And in any given moment, you should always want to change anything that you are not okay with about yourself or about your circumstances. It shouldn't take somebody else to tell you that you should fix this. You already know what you want to fix in your life. You already know the things that you need to do to fix certain things in life. Of course, we all don't know everything. We all need help. We all need somebody sometime. But be open to constructive criticism. Be open to somebody coming in your life and maybe giving you a little guidance. No matter how old you are, you're never too old to learn. You're never too old to understand that you don't know everything, because everybody has not taken the same life journeys. So stop thinking because you're older, that means you know everything. No, it does not. You know everything about the life that you've lived, but the other person next to you that may be younger may have had a lived a way rougher life than you and only been on this world less years than you, but they went through a more tougher life, so they have more life experience. Experience is a good teacher. Your age don't make you wise. Because a lot of times people go through life blindfolded. They learn nothing. A lot of people don't hold themselves accountable, so they go through life just barely getting by. They're not learning nothing out of life. They become elder, but they really don't have the wisdom of an elderly person, because they never took the time to actually learn anything. They went through life already thinking that they knew everything, and they wasn't willing to learn nothing. They was able to always provide just the bare minimum. So they are old only in age, but not in wisdom, because they tried to avoid anything in life that actually required them to work hard for something or actually learn something. They took the easy route. Hey, Brit, they decided to want to take the easy route in life, so they don't have nothing to give you. You know, And it's okay to understand that everybody's life journey is different, but accept everybody for exactly who they are. If you know you don't accept the person for who they are, I don't care who else accept them. Don't accept them. It's okay to say you ain't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Because you can never say that you stand on yourself and you love yourself and you proud on yourself if you always trying to be part of the crowd or follow the masses. You don't have no mind of your own. You're just trying to get in where you fit in. You create nothing of substance, because you trying to grab a little bit from this person, grab a little bit from that person to try to build who you think you want to be based on what somebody else got. That's the awful mindset to have. Whatever it is in this life, go after it. But go after it because you want it. Don't go after it because you think it's profitable for somebody else or somebody else is doing good at it. Okay, that don't mean you gonna do good at it. Because you see somebody else making money doing something, that don't mean you're gonna make the same kind of money doing the same thing. Because that's not your journey. That's not for you. Stop watching other people's lives and feeling like now because I watch their life and it's profitable for them. Now all of a sudden that's what you want for your life. You haven't taken any time to get any skills about the particular thing that they do. You haven't taken any time to research or study what it takes to be a master at it. You just want to put your hands in it because money is your motivation. Don't let money always be your motivation for doing stuff. Even things that you know are not right, or that you would not usually do if money was not involved. If you wouldn't do it for free, you shouldn't do it for money. Because see, the thing that is meant for you, you're going to love doing it. Of course, we all need revenue. We all, because this world ain't free. It ain't free to live, huh? It barely ain't free to breathe. So, but just make sure what you're doing it because you want to do it, not because you watching somebody else's life or watching somebody else's pockets and getting motivated because of somebody else's pockets. Because their success in that same exact thing may not be the same outcome for you. Because you did it for all the wrong reasons. Maybe they did it for all the right reasons. That's why it's so profitable for them, because that was a part of their journey, not yours. You looked with an envious eye and you felt like I wanted to go into that to be better than them at it. You know what I'm saying? You in it for all the wrong reasons. You focused on being better than the person that maybe taught you or that you was watching. Other than being inspired, you became envious. So you want to go put your hands in something because of envy. And you could be doing the exact same thing they're doing, but just not coming out with the same income. It's because your heart, God reads your heart. Your heart was wrong. Your heart wasn't in it. Your heart had malicious intent. So no, it didn't work for you the same way it worked for them. Because you did it for all the wrong reasons. And just what I learned a lot too, just by You just have to be careful about, again, like I always say, about what you put your mouth on, what's worth saying and what's worth not saying. But it's just a lot of stuff just be going on. Y'all hear me? And it's just so much bad stuff going on, and it's so easy to slide in the middle of confusion. But understand, God is not the author of confusion. God lays nowhere where confusion is. You know what I'm saying? He's nowhere there. That's not his type. That's not his party. Like I told you before, the devil gives gifts too. You got to know which ones you accepting. But like I said, everybody human. Everybody go through stuff. But the main thing for this channel is I try to do my best to encourage you all to stay on the right track. Again, we ain't none of us perfect. All of us fall short of God's glory every day. None of us perfect. But we can at least still try to uplift each other every day to do our best to keep each other from going down the wrong path, or finding yourself in a place that you allow your emotions to get you to versus your better judgment. We have to learn to have and not to have. Money can't buy joy, happiness, nor peace. Amen, Ms. Wanda Clayton. And we see it all the time. Some of the most famous people are the most miserable. We see it all the time. They have all the money in the world and they miserable. You got Whitney Houston, allegedly, with the drugs and all that. She was monetary wise, she was straight. How many celebrities have y'all seen pass in the last, like, let's just say 3-4 years that we all thought was happy? We all thought lived a good life because they had money. But what needed to be healed, money couldn't heal. And that was their heart. That was the depression. That was the things they put their hand in for their greed of money, their love of money, the greed for it. They allowed it to control their life and shorten their life. They didn't care. They wanted to live in the right now. They didn't even worry about, what their future may hold. We see a lot of miserable millionaires, a lot of miserable billionaires, and a lot of happy broke people. Make that make sense, But the one thing about it is that you got to understand, when you know that God will provide, whatever is for you is for you. And ain't nobody earthly can take nothing away from you that God has already made just for you. Only you can block your own blessings. That's the good thing about that. Nobody on this earth, I don't care how much they think of you, because God don't care how nobody else think of you. God reads your heart, and he bless you based on that, based on your faith, the desires of your heart. He don't care about how your neighbor feel about you. He don't care about how the lady across the street perceive you. He don't care how your boss look at you, and I'm going to dictate her blessings based on how these imperfect people see her or him. That ain't how he do that. He reads your heart. He based your blessings on what you doing, the work you putting in. God said, you take the first step, I'll take the rest. But God, again, he's not the author of confusion. He don't wobble with confusion lays. Like, you can't help anyone that doesn't want your help. I had to learn that God will send you to the person and will prepare their hearts to be receptive to you instead of moving on your own. Amen, Miss Wanda Clayton. That's right. Those who are receptive and willing to receive the help will receive it. The ones that you're meant to touch, God will allow you to touch. The ones that just make it hard, they're not receptive. Sometimes them ain't the ones. You can't save the world. And that was the hardest thing for me to understand too. You can't save the world. You can't use your hurt to save everybody. Sometimes you try to go off of the things that you've been through. So you try to jump in it's like jumping in front of a moving car. When you see somebody else going down the same path, you go jump in and search yourself into it to try to stop them from having the same outcome that you had, but they fight you, push you back. Mind your business. I'm grown. I don't need your input. I don't need your constructive criticism. I ain't asked you for your help, but you still keep trying to fight, because you already know where this road gonna lead, right? So you try your best, and nothing that you do fixes them. It's because sometimes everybody's not our assignment. You understand? Sometimes everybody's not our assignment. Even though a lot of people want to save the world, sometimes you just can't. Everybody's not your assignment. And that's one of the hardest things to realize, that we cannot make it right for everybody. Dwayne Harris said, so true, Wanda. Ms. Wanda Clayton said, you're absolutely right. Yeah, everybody not our assignment. That's the hardest thing, because, of course, you want everybody around you, even the ones that you love the most. You want them to be okay. people that you grow a liking to. You want everything good to happen in their life. But sometimes people just rebel. Sometimes, unfortunately, you gotta let people put their hand in the fire and see that it burn. Because some people, that's the only way they learn. People learn different. Some people learn through trials and tribulations. They gotta go through. They gotta get the scars and the bruises from the rough journeys. You know what I'm saying? They don't think they deserve anything easy in life because they've never had anything easy in life. So when you try to come to them with a better way or an easier route, they always in the back of their head feeling like, nah, that ain't for me. Everything in my life always been hard. Ain't nothing gonna change about my life. So they not receptive of your gifts. So they choose to still do stuff the hard way. But that it just comes out of, because like I said, a lot of people was raised off survival and not love. When you was raised off survival, that's all you know how to do is survive. You're receptive of love from people, but you always side eyeing it. You're always wondering if it's real. You're always wondering if people's intentions are good because you've never had that. So you don't know when somebody's being genuine to you, or if they just trying to get close enough to be in your business, or to see what you got going on, or try to destroy everything that you try to do good. You have those kind of thoughts in the back of your head when you were raised off of survival. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're raised off survival, the majority of the people around you to you are an enemy. Or you already waiting for the time that this person gonna turn. You know what I'm saying? Or this person gonna do something deceptive or be deceiving. You already waiting for the people around you to turn on you because you used to that. People get, actually, believe it or not, people get accustomed to being mistreated. When they've been mistreated all their life, they become accustomed to that. And as harsh as that may sound, that's true. Some people get accustomed to being mistreated because it's all they know. This chat should be off the charts, but oh, I forgot. It's not about drama. It's sad people doesn't want to be uplifted. Instead, they will follow the crowd and go astray. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you so much, Miss Wanda Clay. Yeah, that's how it will go. But I'm okay with that. I've told y'all before. Whoever hears who I appreciate everybody that come through, you know, everybody that come through, I appreciate it. That's what it's about, uplifting each other. That's why I said, let me go on and talk to my people, because I ain't talked to them. I don't come on as much as I used to, because I be trying to focus, honey, trying to potty train y'all girl over here. Trying to potty train her, y'all. It's getting hard over her. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to train her because I just feel like she can go, because when she want to go, she go. But when she don't feel like going, she ain't going. And, I'm just like, listen, you real difficult. You're being very difficult. So I be using my day trying to stay on her. You got to watch her. Once you put the big girl panties on, you got to watch them all day long, because they'll go hide and use the restroom. So now you got to watch them all day long. So I be like, this ain't no time to go live. Then 3:00 come, I got to go to work. So it's just like, but I said, I'm going to check in with them. Hopefully they up. Hopefully they up so we can chit chat and I can catch up, see if anybody want to talk about anything. Make sure that you all are mentally okay. Make sure that you all are just remembering to love on yourself. No matter what you're going through, understand that you are the best version of yourself. No matter who is receptive or accept you who you are, no matter what you've done in the past, God still loves you every day that He blows breath in your body. That means He still has a purpose for you. So it doesn't matter who else in this world think you worthless. They don't add or subtract any value from you, for real. You know what I'm saying? So their thoughts of you are very mediocre and really don't matter. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I do listen to a lot of channels, but I'm learning a lot about these people and their train of thought. Keep uplifting, Queen. Thank you, Miss Wanda Clayton. It's all, I thought at some point it was all entertainment. It should be, but I think at some point things got derailed and things became personal, Miss Wanda Clayton, because I listen to, I be from chat to chat, listening until things get a little too harsh, then I back out. I go because certain things I'm not gonna even allow in my space or in my energy. Because a lot of times when you absorb too much of it, you become what you intake. You know what I'm saying? So because I'm in the middle of trying to work on me, a lot of stuff I just won't listen to. I listen for a certain amount of time, or you know. But then when stuff get too tough, I back out. I'm okay. I got self-control. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of what we seeing is just a part of, like what I said last year, that we were walking into the season of revelation. Stuff is being revealed. I told y'all that back in December. Things will be revealed. Things are going to happen that's going to be a shock. It's going to be the shock effect. It's going to be a trend. But I just want everybody to be careful to understand, to know when it's time to stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't get so wrapped up in it that you can't stop. Don't get so wrapped up in it that you're allowed to consume who you are. Don't get so wrapped up in it that it deters your better judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get so wrapped up in the nonsense that you lose yourself. That's all I really got to say to everybody. Don't get so wrapped up in that what was at some point entertainment, or that was at some point, just a tick for tat thing. Don't allow it to turn into hate, because hate destroys you. You know what I'm saying? Hate destroys you. Hate drains your spirit. Hate will consume you and destroy you. Because at the end of the day, reality of it is, the 100% reality of it is none of us really know each other. You know? So I don't want to wake up and go to sleep every day hating somebody that I don't know, or wake up and go to sleep every day wishing the worst for somebody I do not know. I don't know what God is doing in their life. I don't know what God's intentions for them may be. So I don't want to, take the time to wish bad, because you never know. Like God said, touch not thou anointed. We don't really always know who his anointed is. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to put my hands on, what I'm saying? Put your mouth or hands on the wrong ones. And then you find yourself up in a little pickle. You know what I'm saying? Because things done just went too far. You know. Yes, ma'am. It's too much and too draining. Yeah, it can become too much. You gotta have, like Brittany said before, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta have tough skin to be out here, boy. It's a lot. It's some stuff that I never thought that I would see. And the most saddest thing about it all is a bunch of black queens, just going at it. Like I said, when I came on, I came like at the butt of everything, and I just watched everything kind of transpire and get worse and worse and worse. So I really can't talk on it, because I don't know where this started at from the very, very beginning. You feel me? I can only speak on, what I've seen thus far, and I just choose not to really speak on it, other than, like I said, I pray that all these queens find their way. Um, you know, at some point I even emotionally found myself getting to a place where you wanted to, oh, this person wrong and that person wrong. But then when you think about it, like I said, I came at the butt of it. So I really can't say who wrong. I can't really say who wrong or right. They all seem to be at war. It's like all fair and love and war type thing. So thank you, Rant with Big 50 Man. Be returned to you 10,000 times fold. But I think, it just gets personal when you try to, when it rolls over into your personal life. You know what I'm saying? When the stuff on here rolls into people actually personal life, and you actually just personally just want the worst for somebody else. I just think the ones that are at that place may just need to step back and just think and pray, which I'm very quite sure they all do, because all of them at some point has made a mention to God. So how they deal with God and what they have going on, I appreciate you, Rand. And what they have going on with God, I know God will help them. But I think a lot of it has really spilled over and went from being entertainment and a tick for tat type thing to genuine hate for one another. And that's the kind of sad part about it. I see Brit, she laugh a lot. She'll say her stuff, but Brit real funny, like corny. She like, she just want to make jokes. You say something to her, she can eat it. Brit, she can eat what you say about her, and she'll laugh about it. She be like, okay, well, let's get the crack. She good. She like, you wanna roast, let's roast. You know. So, and that's the kind of that kind of still makes it seem like it's entertainment. Like, you said something about me, I'm gonna say something about you too. But in reality, I don't hate you, I don't wish the worst for you, you know. Like, why would I? I don't know you. And I know the grave that you dig, what everybody got to know is the grave that you dig for one person, you might as well dig your own right beside it. That does not change. No matter what platform you're on, it does not change. What you wish for someone else can become your reality. It does not change because you on YouTube or because you on TikTok or Facebook. Karma does not change. Karma got everybody's address. And what I hate the most is that, people that come out on their platforms and say, oh, I see karma hitting this person and that person. But then turn back and say, I didn't do anything to anybody. Yes, you did. You just went live and talked, what I'm saying, thought it was funny because something happened to somebody else and you made a joke about it and you sat out here and it was funny to you because somebody else had an indiscretion going on. But then you jump out because you could have been like a lot of us that did come on here and say anything. Kept your damn mouth closed. Don't insert yourself and then jump back and play victim. That makes zero sense. You can't jump out here and be so vocal because you want to follow the masses about somebody else's indiscretion. And then when they say something about you, jump back and say, but I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. And you're on a social media site doing something in front of everybody. You could just as easily had that conversation with yourself if you didn't want everybody to hear what you said about somebody. And then when they come at you strong, now you're a victim. No, you're not. No, you're not. You got to pick and choose, baby. Either you're in it or you ain't. I like Brittany. She keeps me laughing, but people fight dirty. So sometimes you have to get in the mud with them. Hey, that's what I'm saying, Ms. Wanda Clay. None of us perfect. Sometimes we all got that breaking point. Like, don't play around with people, kids and stuff like that. Like kids should be off limits. You know what I'm saying? Period. I don't care what the situation is. Kids are kids. Them babies not on here talking about nobody. Them babies don't have nothing to say. Them babies don't even know half of this mess going on. God look out for fools and babies. Like, leave them kids alone. Like, I don't care what the situation is. In my opinion, everybody should leave kids alone. Like, that's a no-go. Like, kids should not come on, these precious babies, man. These are future. If anything, if we're going to say something about kids, it should be in an uplifting manner. We shouldn't be out here trying to beat down no kids, man. Ain't no grown person should get no laughter out of beating down an innocent baby, an innocent child. Like, that's one of the most purest things that walk this earth. Those children are better than us at heart. They purer than us. They haven't done anything to anybody in this world. Why would anybody do anything to them? Be right back. Got to put chicken in the air fryer. Okay, Rand. Right. What you give out, what you give out is what you're gonna get back, man. I just wish they could all just pull back off them kids, man. That'd be heart-wrenching. That's the kind of stuff I'd be like, nah, that ain't even my cup of tea. I ain't even finna listen. You know what I'm saying? When I've heard some things people had to tell me what such and such said about their kids, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. I can't even listen to no foolishness like that. That's crazy. Like, with that key, I mean, what I'm gonna laugh, that ain't nothing to laugh about. God giveth and God taketh away. This is the thing that people don't understand. When you sit there and do stuff like that, God may no longer see you fit to keep your churn. And you know what I'm saying? When God get to plucking flowers, he could come in your garden. And then you're going to think, you don't understand why. Baby, kids are innocent and they considered pure in God's eyes for a reason. That's one thing I ain't touching. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about the adults. The adults say what they want about you. Mutual combat, if y'all feel like y'all want to do that. But I think it should just be so much of like, it shouldn't be, it don't went too far now at this point, I think, for some of them. But some of them, they just feel like they were done wrong. They made it clear that they feel like they was done wrong. So they took another route. But then, some of them is turning to pure hate amongst one another. And it's because it's pouring into their personal lives. Right. We have to, it's pouring into their personal lives, like to the point where it's like at this point kind of disgusting. It's getting kind of despicable. And then I've looked at other sectors and you don't see stuff like this. You don't see people doing all that. Like this, I think this stuff here is kind of making history. For real. To be honest with y'all, this kind of stuff might be kind of making history over here. Like, what the world? Nobody knew YouTube was created for stuff like this. But it's just like a lot of people arguing, creating cases on themselves and one another. Like they being each other co-defended, being recorded, being each other co-defended. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand it. But like I said, it's because they're not, at this point, it's just become pure hate amongst a lot of Black queens. It's pure hate now. And I know I ask God, I sometimes after, I just pray that God step in, you know, and just calm the storm. Because the storm is raging. And a lot of them, like, they don't care. At this point, I ain't backing down. This person did too much, that person did too much. I'm not going to be satisfied till I destroy them. But once you destroy them, just really ask yourself, what does it do for you? After you do everything to destroy the life of a total stranger on any side, when you sleep at night or when you go on with your life, what did it really do? What did you really accomplish? Even if a person go to jail, one day they gonna get out. If a person is, has to go through something, has to go through public humiliation, one day people will move on to something else. You see what I'm saying? It's like at the end of this, what is the end result of it? What does everybody want to happen here? Like that's gonna really change anything about your own personal life. Like, how will it make your own personal life better to destroy another person? What is it really going to do for you that's going to take you to the next level in life? What is all the negative stuff going on here going to do for you as a person, as an individual? What does it do to enhance or take you to your next level in life? Like, I mean, the ones that are involved in it, like I said, I don't know what all happened. We can only hear what they say. I don't know why it's become like this form of hate. But for the ones that's on the outside looking in and feeling like they gotta pick sides, because I don't know why nobody should feel like they gotta pick sides. It's a social media platform. Everybody have their pages. Everybody should be able to watch what they want to watch. If you have an unbiased opinion, you should be able to have it without somebody feeling like you flipping on me or you picking a side. How the hell any of us gonna pick a side amongst a bunch of strangers? Hell, I watch Bad Boys 2, and we watch movies all day. You mean if we see these actors on TV in real life, we're supposed to pick a side? You feel me? If we see two actors that play in the movie, that's just like the movie Juice. We had Tupac and we had what the red boy was, the red boy name. Okay? They played two different roles. Tupac was the worst person in the world in Juice. You understand me? And then you had Raheem. And you had, what was the other name? What was the fat one name, y'all? And Juice. You had Tupac, you had Raheem, you had, dang, what was his name? It started with an S. What they called him, y'all, the fat one? What they called him in Juice? Dang, what was his name? Somebody help me. What was his name? Um, I think it started with an S. What they called him in the movie Juice. It was Raheem. I enjoyed your live. I'm about to call it a night. Peace and blessings. Good night, Miss Wanda Clayton. What it was, y'all? It was an S. What they called him? Okay, it was Tupac. It was Raheem. It was, dang. I know it started with an S. I cannot think of what his name was. But anyway, if we saw them in public, right? This was a movie. This was for entertainment. This is something we watched on TV. You mean to tell me if you saw these people in real life, you would walk up to them and pick a side? They were acting. It was all for entertainment. You see how now when you say it out loud, you see how silly it kind of feels? Because in reality, I go off people's vibes. Like if I can't stand close to you, you know what I'm saying? It's always room for doubt to know exactly who you are. Anybody can be whoever they want to be on this internet. If you can't really go off their vibes, I mean, stand next to them, feed off of their energy, feed off of who they are, you really don't know what you're dealing with. You only know what they do on these avatars, what they say on these avatars, what you find entertaining, entertaining and what you may not find entertaining. But in reality, you don't know these people. I don't care what type of criminal past they got or anything like that. Everybody done did something that they may not be proud of. Everybody done walked through a fire or two in their life. Some people that had to feed their families. They did what they had to do to feed their families. Some people got doggone rent was due. Nothing else came through, but they did what they had to do, even if it was to put their life on the line to make sure their kids weren't out in the street. And people do what they have to do. It don't make it right, y'all, but we all have fell on hard times before. Everybody make different decisions. Some people sit back and just let hard times do them, and some people gonna go out and do the hard times. It is whatever. We gonna eat. You understand? But you can't beat nobody down with their past if you don't want nobody to beat you down for yours. You got to show people the same grace you want to be shown to you. Because at the end of the day, like I've said 1,000 times, none of us are better than the other. We're all imperfect. We've all done something that somebody else may see as disgusting or may see as the type of person I wouldn't want in my space if I know they did that. So what? Everybody's life has been different. None of us have walked the same journey or had the same path. So what? Learn how to take people for who they are today. Learn about how to treat people how you would want somebody to treat you despite your past. You can't be a person with a past trying to judge somebody else with a past. You know what I'm saying? You can't give somebody else the type of energy that you don't want to be given to you. You can't think that you sit so high that everybody's supposed to forgive you for what you've done, but you can't forgive somebody else for what they done because you just hate the person that they are now. How can you hate somebody you do not know? You can dislike their behavior or dislike their character, but I've actually heard people say, I hate this person. Baby, pray about that, baby. Pray that out your heart, baby. Nobody that you do not know should be allowed to consume so much of you that you hate them, baby. Now, these people fight dirty. Some of them go deep, Like I say, kids, when people say that, people have played around with their kids and said something. As a mother, personally, I can see how that word hate could come up. Like, say anything or do anything to me. Bro, my babies are innocent. My babies can't fight back. Like, don't do that. So I can see how you could feel that. But what I'm saying is when you get to that place, it's okay to stand back, take a break, pray that out of your heart. So you come back bigger and better than ever. Even if it's just a 24-hour hiatus. But long as you keep walking in that energy, you're only going to dig yourself deeper and deeper and deeper because you operating off emotion, not your better judgment. You coming out here saying stuff solely on emotion. And understand, if I got to keep a whole bunch of people entertained by chipping off my own character or by being anybody other than me, that's not the crowd I need to be entertaining. Because I like myself as imperfect as I am, how hard of a life that I've had. I like myself the way I am. And I stand in my truth. I stand in my indiscretions. I stand on everything that I did. I have done. I did it. So what? God brought me through it. God still has a purpose for me. Whether you understand my purpose or not, whether you feel like my life is worthless or not, whether you feel like I'm a broke bum, whether you feel like my kids ain't the best, well, so what? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, you don't have to live my life. You don't have to walk in my shoes. You don't have to deal with nothing I deal with. Okay, your kids may be perfect in your eyes. That's in your eyes. Somebody else that may be in a higher level in life may see what your kids doing as very mediocre. You know what I'm saying? You may see it from your little area where you at that your kids may be shining bright like a diamond. But then if somebody else, is always somebody doing better than you that can look down on you and say the same thing. That mediocre ass, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a facade. That ain't nothing. And if you measure your life based on what's in your pocket, ain't none of us on here millionaires. Okay. And even if you become a millionaire, if you got a black heart, see, you can't take that money with you. You can't take the houses with you, the cars with you. None of that go with you. When you go in that grave, you ain't even got the blood in your body no more. Half of you don't have your organs. If you donate your organs, you go in there emptier than you ever walked around on this earth. That earthly cavity means nothing anymore. Your voice means nothing anymore. So why not use your voice while you still have it to try to change something? To be the voice of reason, to try to help a world that's damned. Why be a part of the problem rather than be trying your best to be a part of the solution? Why follow the masses when you know you're following them straight to your own demise? The demise of your character, the demise of your train of thought, because at some point you are the words you speak. You slowly become this vicious person that you put yourself out here to be just for entertainment. Slowly you'll find yourself becoming that person unconsciously because you do it so much. You know, got so lost in your hate for a total stranger that you slowly become this vicious person that you at one point only put that mask on for entertainment. And now you so deep in it, you don't even know how to come back out of it. You've now accepted yourself as this person that you never were before you decided to come on here and be this person for entertainment. You allowed the entertainment to consume you. You allowed yourself to become part of the circus. At some point, you was the main attraction, but now you're a part of the circus because you no longer even know who you are no more. Because you got so wrapped up in consuming in the hate. Man, let me tell you something. Hate and stress will kill you faster than anything. And hate will make you lose control of yourself faster than anything that you put your hands in your life. Rant Big 50 said, "Hey, Dwayne, how are you doing, honey?" Dwayne, right? Oh, he did say, "Hey." I'm just, but like I said, a lot of stuff been said. So a lot of points of views I can understand. You know, words can't be taken back once they come out your mouth. But just how long do you do it? Because after a while it becomes who you are. At this point, I think it's probably who all them are at this point after all these months. It's become now like that's what I'm saying. Like you get to the point, like what's the end of it? Is somebody supposed to pass away? Like is somebody supposed to go to jail for the rest of their life? Like what is the thing that will make everybody okay and give everybody the ability to move on and give the ability to everybody just to call a thing? Because the reality of it, the person that this all started with, from in my opinion, y'all, and I might be wrong, but the person that this all started around, we've watched this person go through different steps in her own life where she doesn't even really too much insert herself in it. And then they'll even sit over there. I don't tell people to do this. I don't tell people to do that. This, that, and the third. Because I'm not gonna argue with this, that, and third. But now it became at some point trying to protect someone that I think some people felt like was innocent. So they felt like they was tired of her being bullied. And so a lot of women just inserted themselves to try to help this one person. Um, and I guess I don't know. I think one of them at some point was with the other person that was bullying the lady. I don't know. And then it just became that person and the other lady fell out. So then everybody came to another side. I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, when everybody sit back and look at it, you got the main person that this all is wrapped around. She said don't break her drum. All she worrying about is work. So while she trying to get her life right, while she's trying to do something better with herself, everybody else is trying to destroy everybody else about her name. Because it all rolls off the back of what was transpiring with her, everything that was being done surrounding her. But at the same time, she's the only one that get it. She's the only one that understands staying complacent in this spot and all the arguing and bickering back and forth has no ending. It leads nowhere. She understands that. But now it became personal battles throughout different people, but it all started with one person, from what I can see. It became people that was originally, some people originally had the right idea. They saw somebody else that they felt like was being done unjustly, and they got tired of hearing it, so they jumped in. Okay. And then you had people on this end that were the ones that were allegedly doing whatever they was doing to the lady, that these people were going against, and then a person from that side slid over to this other side, and then it became more about this other lady. And in the midst of it, this other lady, like, she ain't stopping what she doing. She don't care how much y'all keep, doing what y'all doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But then the other lady who was all surrounding around, she like, y'all go ahead. Y'all get in there and unalive each other. I don't care what y'all do to one another. Don't bring nothing to me. I don't care. You see how that sound? The one where all this started does not care. Why everybody else do? Why everybody else personal lives are being affected? Why everybody else names are being drugged through the mud? Why everybody else character is being tarnished? She's the only one shining bright. The one who this all started out about, from, in my opinion, from what I see. But like I said, it became, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I came late in the game, but I just hate to see it. Like I said, at some point it was supposed to be for entertainment. You seen tick for tat, you say something about me, I'm gonna say something back to you, which everybody has a right to. We can all tell people words shouldn't hurt, but sometimes words do hurt. Sometimes people go too far. Sometimes people talk too much. Like, you say too much and you do too much. So eventually people gonna get tired of you talking, and they gonna talk back. So, that part is understandable. People get tired of that. Even though we all wish that people wouldn't do it. We are human. We all would do it. Like, you say a little too much, you say the wrong thing, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. We all human like that. We all know that. No matter how positive you claim to be, we done seen pastors cussing. Like, don't do too much. Don't like, it's a button you can push that can, pastor or not, I'm still human. You know what I'm saying? So come on. And all of us know that. But it's just like, this point, this is something different. This is something I've never seen before. You know, and it's just, it's something that I've never seen before. And like I said, at some point I found myself kind of falling into it, and then I just had to back up. Like, girl, don't you dare. You watch who you watch. You don't, you know, in your mind who you feel is right or wrong. Because again, we all have a right to that opinion. But at the end of the day, when you really sit back and be real, you know, I think only thing I can say is, I can't say it do seem like some of the ladies are just about, you say something to me, I'm gonna say something back regardless. But am I gonna allow this to consume me? No. But if you say something to me, will I say something back? Yes. But will I do this with you every day? No. You know. But then you have some of them is every single day. So, baby, you wake up, and before you go to sleep at night, you got to think about how you've been arguing, veins popping out your neck and out your forehead. Now you got to check your stress levels, baby, because stress will kill you. Stress, I promise y'all, it will. It will. Stress will kill you, and most of these people ain't even worth that. But whatever floats y'all boat. Y'all all grown. Shoot, everybody grown. Do what y'all want to do. This is just my unbiased opinion. But nah, it ain't content for me, because I don't. Ain't no way. It ain't content for me. But it's a learning. Am I learning a lot from it? Yeah. Like, learning a lot about people. I never really knew how hateful people could be. So yeah, I'm learning. Learning a lot in that aspect. People something. People can get down and dirty. People can get down with the get down, baby. People wouldn't care about you, your children. People try to destroy everything around you and not know you. Who would ever thought? Not even know you for real. But could want everything bad for you. That's, you know. But like I said, in that situation, I'm getting off of that. I pray for all the ladies involved. You know, may God at some point bring cease to this fire. And I pray that nobody has to lose their lives or lose their freedom before they all just get it, you know. But whatever floats their boat, you know. I know God is not the author of confusion, but this is getting so bad. I hope He do step in and heal what's broken, heal the ones that's broken. Stress caused me to have a brain aneurysm. It's not worth it. That's what I be saying. All that screaming and yelling and, you know, getting emotional and crying and all that, man, that junk. I'm telling you, you don't think nothing happening, but your body react to that kind of stuff. Even when you having to endure that junk every day you got to have some type of negative emotion. Man, that junk ain't healthy. I think at this point, everybody need to be living the best they can, baby, because God is picking them flowers and He ain't playing, baby. He picking them. Every day is somebody I see on the internet. I'm like, what? I'll be so surprised that God done called their number. You know, you just never know when the time in your hourglass gonna run out. So it's up to you is what you gonna use your time for with. You know, what you gonna indulge in. How you gonna use your time. You know, what you gonna use what may be a little time left. What you gonna use it for? Even though we all would love to live forever, we know that's not a reality. We also know our age don't mean we gonna live long. We also know shoot, we see kids going out here faster than adults. So what makes us different? And you want the last thing that you've ever said out your mouth was something to try to destroy something else. Now you got to stand in front of God and try to explain. You know, I try my best to pray that the last thing that I say before my number is called, because I know my number will be called as well. That's the only thing guaranteed about life, death. So I don't want the last thing that I said out of my mouth was something to try to destroy somebody else, because I get no thrill out of that. You know, of course, you want people to reap what they sow. We do. We all want people to reap what they sow when they do us dirty. That's a human emotion. But we all know it's not it's not a good emotion. It's a human one, though. I'd rather just fight than talk. Shit is not worth it, but I'm too old for the shit. Yeah, that's how a lot of people feel like. Let's just get in the field. I'm tired of all this talking every day. That arguing every day. I ain't with that. Let's go ahead and box. Let's get it over with. Everybody live to fight another day. Let's get the stress off our chest. We ain't finna carry this every day. That's how you think. But as you grow into adulthood, of course, we all know that we're not supposed to have that same type of mentality. But I'm very quite sure if that mentality was in you when you were young, the reality of it is, even if you got older, that mentality still sits back there somewhere. Like, let's just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk me to death. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here check in with y'all and just see where everybody mental health is at. You know, I am gonna try to get back to my regular stuff, y'all. I'm gonna start scheduling them before I come on. Like I told y'all before, if y'all want to talk about something, make sure that y'all make it um just let me know in the chat or whatever. When we come on, we can always talk about that pink piece of flannel can be a deadly weapon. I'm trying to tell you. But we can always talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Tonight somebody brought that up, you know. So we did an unbiased opinion about it, you know. It is what it is. We all got a right to our own opinion, you know. And again, it's just more of, you know, want everybody to find peace within themselves, find peace in this situation, and let's see what else y'all got that's great about y'all. Because I know the best thing that you got to offer the world is not arguing. I know it's something way more greater in you, instilled in you, that you could give the world, that the world will be just as excited about. Because Because anybody that wants somebody that they claim to care about, whether they know them or not, to argue every day, veins popping out their head every day, stress levels going up every day, y'all bogus. You don't really care about them. You're fake. That's not real. You're not being honest. You know what I'm saying? And the truth ain't in. You can't care about nobody that you want to see be negative all the time. You can't care about nobody that you want to see in that space all the time, every day. You can't say you care about nobody and find yourself, want them in that space all the time. That ain't real. But y'all, I'm out. May your today be better than yesterday. May your tomorrow be better than today. Know that every day God blows that breath in your body, you're one step closer to your season. Don't fumble yourself worrying about the world. Everybody that know about the situation all over YouTube, send a prayer out for all them ladies, all them queens, y'all, that God humble their hearts, humble their mouths, that he protect them all. Let's wish them all the best. Do your best to be a good person, even if you got an opinion. Of course, if you want to exercise it, you have a right to, but do it without picking sides. Because at the end of the day, if you're not part of the battle, don't be part of the battle. Don't feel like you have to insert yourself in that battle, because you do not. God burned the whole city. So don't think all y'all ass can't get burnt together. And I'm out. We love you too, Dwayne.